Hello again. Well, I need to tell you that I did lie. My last talk, I said I wasn't going to speak and give another one of these till Rose came back from her bike ride. Well, actuality, she hasn't even left yet. So, talking with friends about the experiences that we're going through, I decided I did have stuff to say, and I came up with one. This one is a talk on grace. Now, some recent background on me is I've recently become a new Catholic. I've been attending church with the girls for the past 13 years or so. 2010 was a pretty good year for us. Rose is coming out of her 8 years of depression, and I had been out of work for 13 months, and I picked up a new job in the travel industry. There's some very nice perks, and so things were cooking along. Was in a men's group, feeling pretty good, and just felt it was a good time. So I went through the RCIA process through the Catholic Church, and was confirmed on Easter Sunday of April this year. So a lot of what goes on in our house is God-based. Say the meal prayer before we eat, and just we used to say family prayers at the top of the stairs before when all the girls were here in the house. It was a really fun time. So right now it's very hard for me to understand what God's plans are for us now. I mean, isn't 8 years of depression hell enough? Or what about 12 years of diabetes with my middle daughter? I mean, now we have to have a brain tumor. That's, it's not an easy place. It's buried deep. It's not in front. It's not towards the side where it's easy to get access to. It's in such a weird location that the doctors are very even hesitant to treat it. I mean, how do you thank God for this? What more do we need to learn or experience that two incurable diseases hasn't taught us? So it's extremely frustrating. So we were in bed the other night, and that's where Rose does some of her best thinking, right when I want to sleep. And she asked me how I was. Well, I opened up to her and let her know how angry I am. I just told her all the stuff I just told you about, and I just don't understand any of this. So Rose, being who Rose is, she was very calm. She leaned over and said in a very calm voice, "Just pray for grace." I looked it up real quick. Already familiar with it, but grace is God's overflowing love and mercy. So I know I can't continue to be upset and angry. It's not going to help Rose. I have to show her some grace too. I can have my grieving process, but she's the one with the tumor. She's the one that can't close her hand, and she's the one still joking. I got a paper cut the other day, and it was hurting. Every time with my fingers it would hurt. So I leaned over to her in church and said, "I've got a paper cut and it hurts." So she leaned over to me and said, "I have a brain tumor." So she's going to trump me on pretty much everything for quite a while, I think. So it was pretty funny because it was in church and we had to be quiet. So, of course, I'm supporting her everywhere I can. I open this, I carry that, I hold the other thing. Or I'm just trying to find some other alternative to make this awful situation not quite the crap sandwich that it is.